Welcome back to Kin in Line. This is, I think, part 41. I could be wrong. It's quite weird how I must have removed the mouth of this guy for some reason, but it's quite effective. One of my left field drawings. So we were still in the army in Kimberley, and that shield, or whatever you call the thing, that used to go on the side of your jacket, your step-out jacket. So that was 11th Commando's symbol, was this flaming sword. So this would have been official letterhead paper, I guess. And on it I proceeded to do some more wacky images out of the imagination. Quite fine paper, actually. So what is this all about? Bedankings. Oh, that means, I thought it meant resignations, but it means thanks, giving thanks to people. So here at the bottom, I've done a few sketches of some of my mates. And this middle thing is sort of some arrows directed at a tender part of this elephant-looking creature. And then Commandant van der Rijst, Bevelvoerder Barclay West Commando, is thanking people for all sorts of stuff. I don't know how this landed up, East London, CE. Maybe somebody held that out when we were hitchhiking. But on the back is quite an interesting thing. I could have a field day reading all the stuff that's written, all the young dudes. I see that. I think that was a David Bowie song. So. Yeah, and then those two gay guys who I mentioned earlier in a previous video, I seem to have incorporated into this kind of circus image. Chaps in high heels, a rather large beast next to them. What is this? It's just like, I don't even know which way up it goes, but it's descending. Yeah. It's a rather expressive character. Get me out of the army, please, eventually. This kept for this, just this little drawing on the corner here. Yeah, what does that say about where one's at the time, you know? These are all kind of reflective, I think, of how we all probably were feeling. But I was able to put it into some sort of little image. It wasn't a great place to be when you're in your early 20s, you know. This is your... So we had a friend who was in the, he was a chef in the, worked in the kitchens all the time, and he was a great source of, for midnight snacks and stuff. We could go there and eat eggs galore, and just, But anyway, these chefs or whatever they were always tended to have pretty grubby clothes, and I've got him sort of, Here's another one of drawn from life and then just shaded in a bit to add a bit of interest. Okay, this was a bit of a rip-off. To the population, the soldier represents the whole army. That was one of their slogans. So you had to behave yourself because you represent the army. But look at the picture I've done next to it. It's bizarre. Diplomacy, the ability to tell a person to go to hell in such a way he looks forward to the trip, all in code. Okay, so in that military, in that media center, we did all these posters and everything. So I see there was a T-shirt that we probably had to design with something incorporating civic action, security, intelligence, etc. And then I just included all these wacky images again. The park info. There's even a little figure there. I don't think that was me. Too bold. Now a sort of painting. Look at that face on the left. Big open mouth. Ish. Yep. Hey, Volney. Sometimes this camera just disobeys orders. There, finally. Oh. Yeah, so that was out of the imagination. I did a bull previously on yellow paper, and here I've got one on white cream paper. And this is probably symbolic as well of an aggressive looking bull and a family, a mother and child probably, looking none too pleased as he approaches. The secret document, this must be the one. Oh yes. So hidden in this kind of weird letterbox is probably where the Official Secrets Act was, look at there's some eyes there as well. So if we can just add to the theory that this thing holds some deep secrets. And what have we got here? DB, that's my brother Donald. He was an 8B. So I must have stolen this from him. I think this goes back to when we were at art school. When I was at art school, but there we got Arms Corps. So it's still a military thing. They were the Arms Manufacturing Corporation. And I was starting to write something about the government and East London's future. But here it looks like we've got P.W. Botha and some soldier with a rifle being exchanged. I'm not sure when I did this, but people on the phone, that was the theme here. And another guy on the phone. That's all we had those days, the good old-fashioned dial-up phone. Not sure what's going on here. There's a cat. Oh yeah, so this was British Prime Minister, what was his name? Harold Wilson. That was him. Must be in the late 70s, early mid. These Pik Botha, Roelof Pik Botha, Minister of Foreign Affairs for about 20 years. Great defender of apartheid. I mean, there's one thing he was able to do, such a personable character that he made apartheid sound almost defensible. Yeah, that's just out of the imagination. And I think this was Abel Muzorewa, the better option in Zimbabwe, but except Mugabe got into power instead. And that's Muzorewa again, done more loosely. Yeah, so I'll have to leave it at that for now. That secret document remains hidden.